sorry for the delay. I can't believe it's only 12:30 because usually when we finish the auction it's so much later. That's great. Hi. I had to put that up there because I needed a screensaver thingy, and I couldn't find until I get a graphic up from the first story that we'll cover. But thank you guys for coming over. They made an arrest, like I said, in that the Amish woman that was murdered in Pennsylvania, 23 years old, pregnant. So let's take a look about what's happening there. All right, and because Kevin, I made that graphic, and I made some shirts, and I needed something to hold the screen open. So Pennsylvania authorities arrested a man in connection with the murder of a pregnant Amish woman. Saturday, the Pennsylvania State Police announced that they arrested 52-year-old Shan Cranston. He's been taken into custody for the death of 23-year-old Rebecca Byler. Rebecca Byler was found unresponsive on February 26th by her husband and another person at their home in Sparta Township. She was 6 months pregnant at the time she died, and she was reportedly found on her back in the living room. She had cut wounds to her neck and head. There were 2 young children at the home, but they were not harmed physically, according to police. The search warrants were executed for the house and other buildings on the property to look for knives, blades, cutting instruments, and other things that could have been used in her murder. The family lived on a dirt road in a rural farming community that is home to many Amish families. So her relatives had reported seeing a red Jeep in her driveway. Well, that's kind of strange because the Amish drive horse and buggies, right? The Jeep had been seen driving down the road. A man, an Amish man who knows the Byler family, said the community has been shattered by her death. He said, "We are people who believe in God and turn to Him during a time like this." So Cranston is facing charges of criminal homicide of an unborn child, burglary, and criminal trespass. He was arraigned early Saturday. He is being held without bail in the Crawford County Jail and has a preliminary hearing scheduled for March 15th. They don't say how this guy knows her. Let me see if I can find anything else out on... Let's see here. I can tell you that this is the guy. Come on, get over there. Get over there, Mr. Picture. So let's see if we can... His name is Shan Christopher Cranston. He's from Corey, Pennsylvania. He was tracked down after an exhaustive 5-day investigation, which happened when Rebecca Byler's husband, Andy, came home at 12:26 and found his wife dead and their other 2 children in the house. Let's see. Cranston was arraigned before the magisterial district judge Amy Nichols at 4:24 a.m. on March 2nd, been remanded to the Crawford County Prison after being denied bail per state law on the charges. The judge Also noted that if he is convicted, he faces a possible life sentence. Cranston has a criminal record for misdemeanors for reckless endangerment and disorderly conduct. In 2009, he has served 36 months of probation. There was a $2,000 reward that was offered by Pennsylvania Crime Stoppers for tips leading to an arrest. It's unclear if tips led to his arrest. Let me see here. I don't know how he's connected to these people. Let me see if there's any. Drove truck for what? Okay, so here's something saying. I don't see anybody saying anything there. Let me see if there's anything here. It was supposedly a mistaken identity. And that is absolutely... How could you have a mistaken identity of an Amish woman? What? Someone says the killer was the grandfather of 2 children that were fostered by the previous people that lived there. It was mistaken identity. I don't know how he knew the address where the foster kids used to live. How he knew she was home. There was fresh laundry hanging on the line outside. He may have been stalking the house. Very, very horrible. What? Let me see what this is about, if there's any more information here. Well, that's doesn't. Were the I don't think Amish people are usually foster parents. Wouldn't that have tipped him off, kind of, that wasn't the same? Doesn't even make sense. Let's see, I want to look at something else here. Let me see. All right, here's something else. Hold on. Here's a public information report. Okay, that was public. Okay, we already got all that. Sorry. Nothing there. Shan Cranston. I just wonder what... See if anybody else has anything. I don't know. Let's see. So that's about the most we find is there. It's crazy, isn't it? So they say he is from Corey, PA. So let's see if we can find. Sean. So yeah, I mean, let's see if we can find him over here. Okay. See if we can find him over here. I just don't know how they. Let me just see this. Okay, so let's look at this. There, I did find something here. The daughter of the arrested suspect reacts to the pregnant Amish woman murder case. Spartansburg, PA. Uh-oh. Oh, the Zoom just went down in my... What the freak? I don't know what just happened. My Google just died as I was reading that. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me get you guys up here. Sorry if you're still there. I hope you're still there. My Google Chrome went down and I have to restore it, and I will be right there. I finally found some information, and then as soon as I went to open that information, it just said, that's it, we're done with you. Okay, everybody, there you are. You're still here. Hi, cute kitty kitty. Good to see you. Okay, so yeah, Sandra, wait. There's some information. Let me just get this going again because I've got to do this now again. But that's okay.
Mom,
What?
I need your help again.
Okay, but I'm live right now.
Amazon Prime crap keeps taking money from my account. I deleted it. You remember when I deleted
Oh,
it?
you got
It comes right back up. It's took more money out of my account.
Well, just tell them you're canceling it.
It doesn't. No, look, it keeps taking money out of my account. I don't know how to do that. How do you get rid of this stuff?
Call them up and tell them you cancel.
No, I'm not calling them. How do you get out of it? Manage Prime? Manage Prime?
Yeah, cancel your subscription.
It doesn't tell you to do it. It doesn't let me do it. Manage Prime? Manage membership?
Yeah.
No.
Keep going down. Update, see, no, renew, right there. Update, renew, and more.
Where?
Right there.
This one?
Uh-huh. And now, pause and membership.
It's just gonna put it right back on there.
No, it's not. Follow it through. Now you got, read what you have to do.
It says you have 14 days left enjoying it. Until
Okay.
the next billing cycle.
Yeah,
It
but
keeps billing it.
Yeah, no, then say, use your, what does it say? No?
Use your
Scroll down to the bottom. And say, what does it say? Continue to cancel. And then cancel today, look, when you'll be refunded that money, right?
How you do it?
So go down there, keep going.
Add membership now?
Yep. Okay, just no, just.
I have
sorry,
to.
So you go.
Start survey, right?
Okay, you should be canceled now. All right, sorry guys. So let me get to. Okay, because let me just get the graphic. I need my graphic up there. And then we'll talk about what's going on. Sorry, my son, somehow he got on Amazon, and I don't know, he didn't realize that they were charging him for his debit for a Prime membership when we have one, and it's just never mind. He thought he kept canceling it, but they make it very sneaky on how to cancel. Okay, so let me go over here, and we'll go over to where we were. So here's where we were, okay. So Shan C Cranston, his daughter speaks out apparently, so let's see. Alright, so as of Saturday, crime scene tape still surrounds Cranston's house on Main Street in Corey. Jennifer Mobilia spoke with a woman who said Cranston was her foster dad growing up. Okay, so here now we have he was a foster dad. The woman is now in her 20s and has children of her own, but she said Cranston is the only father she's known. She was visibly upset and did not want to be on camera. And she said, and I quote, like I could never picture my dad being that cold-hearted monster, never in a million years. And here's what happened. So here's what the people were saying on the other day. The morning of the murder, neighbors reported seeing a red Jeep in Rebecca Byler's driveway. On Friday night, a red Jeep was towed from Shan Cranston's home. Now, the daughter said, as far as I know, he just wanted his grandson back. Cranston's daughter believes the murder was a case of mistaken identity. She added the Amish couple who lived in Byler's home a few years ago adopted Cranston's grandson. Isn't that weird? I didn't know that. So it was an Amish family that adopted his grandson, but was he going there to kill them? I mean, is that the way he's going to get him back? Come on. Supposedly, she started yelling at him, coming in, then that's when, boom, all it took. It's just horrifying. Now, well, that doesn't make any sense. So an Amish woman, pregnant, starts yelling at this guy that you see there, and that's all it took. Well, come on. So that's bizarre. So that's the motive then. Wow. This is people. Murder does not solve your problems. Oh my gosh. It's like that should be taught all over. Apparently people don't understand. They're going to be caught. It's just so ridiculous. I don't get that. That is just so crazy. Okay, let's see what else now, because that'll be unfolding. Oh, and this is the other one I told you about. This guy that said things got out of hand and she's in heaven now. Florida, of course. So, a Florida man was found guilty this week of killing his wife and hiding her body in the woods. Later told police she was in heaven when they asked where she was. Timothy A. Up the Grove. That really can't be their name. Up the Grove? He was sentenced to life in prison after a Brevard County jury found him guilty on one count of first-degree premeditated murder, tampering with evidence, and failure to report a death. Lori Up the Grove, who was 51, was reported missing December 19th, 2017. 5 days later, the Titusville police announced that Timothy Up the Grove was charged with second-degree murder after he provided officers with information that allowed them to locate his wife's body. Okay, so this was in 2017. Okay, I'm just trying to think about one thing here. Lori's car was found the next day after she was reported missing at a Days Inn in Titusville with what appeared to be blood spatter on several spots on the outside. Police say they found a significant amount of blood evidence, and they found Timothy Up the Grove staying at a motel with lacerations and abrasions covering his hands and arms and knees. They found blood-soaked women's clothing and bloody towels in a dumpster on the motel's property. And when they searched his house, they found significant amounts of pooling and blood spatter, along with evidence that someone made an attempt to clean up the blood evidence in the garage. There was a hammer that was found stained with blood evidence and a hair clip on the ground where most of the blood was concentrated. He told police he had been in the garage and that he knew there was blood in there. He also admitted that he threw towels and clothing into the dumpster at the Days Inn. And during an interview, he said that Lori was in heaven and things got out of control between them while in the house. The argument would have occurred near the garage. And then he eventually told police that he killed his wife and he told them where to find her body. It took the jury 9 hours to find him guilty. Okay, let's see here. Well, this is something that, one of our panel members told us about. That there was body parts found in a Long Island park. So, police on Long Island are investigating after several body parts, some belonging to a man, some to a woman, were found in a park in Suffolk County on Thursday. According to the medical examiner, they found a woman's head, parts of 2 legs and an arm, and they found 2 arms belonging to a man. The discovery happened Thursday morning when a group of teenagers found an arm on the side of Southard Pond Park. Oh my gosh. A girl in the group called her father. He called 911. Police arrived, and they soon found a second arm 20 feet from where the teens found the first arm. Both arms appeared to be from a man. After they got some cadaver dogs, they found the woman's body parts on the opposite side of the park, which is not far from the Babylon Elementary School. Police say the man's arms had tattoos, so they're checking the designs against databases to see if they can find a match. The woman's remains did not have tattoos. Police believe they were both adults, and Detective Lieutenant Kevin Byrer said investigators believe the remains belong to two individuals and say they don't believe they were on the ground long before they were found. There appears to be a short number of days, if not hours, that they were out here. So, yeah, what's that about? Okay, and Brian Koberger. No trial date will be set for Brian Koberger. During a contentious hearing this week, in which Koberger's defense argued they will have too much evidence to go over once the state has finished discovery. The public defender Ann Taylor offered a June 25th, 2025 start for the trial, nearly 4 months later than the prosecution's March 3rd, 2025 date, which the judge also favored. So Taylor said, and I quote, "Not only do we have a huge volume of information, the way I'm getting it is completely disorganized. And it's like if you wanted to play 52 card pickup with 100,000 decks of cards and throw them in the air, and I have to figure out how to put them together." The Latter County prosecutor Bill Thompson told the court that the prosecution has handed over 95% of the information that the defense has requested, and they have done so in a timely manner. The judge agreed to delay setting a date for the trial until he has decided on a motion for a change of venue that's been requested by the defense. That was back in January. And another hearing on that motion was scheduled for May 14th. And at that hearing, there will be a brief, a witness list, and evidence to be presented at the hearing. And it must be filed by April 17th. And the state has until May 1st to file a response presenting its witness list and evidence. That hearing will be streamed live on the court's YouTube channel. So that's that. No trial date until they decide on the venue. Now maybe you've been dissatisfied with your dentist in the past, right? Again, what would be your recourse? You know, there you could think of a lot of things, but this guy problem solved, again, with what we say it doesn't solve anything. So in California, at a dentist's office on Thursday, a former patient walked in and opened fire, killing the dentist, and then after legally buying the gun, he also wounded two others after he legally bought the gun he used in the shooting 2 weeks ago. San Diego County Medical Examiner's Office say Dr. Benjamin Ariel Haroni, 28, sustained apparently gunshot injuries to the torso. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The police say the suspect, 29-year-old Mohammed Abdul Karim, sped away in a rented U-Haul truck. And it was later captured. He was armed with a loaded handgun and several loaded handgun magazines that he legally purchased 2 weeks ago. Investigations also revealed that Mohammed was a former patient of the dental office. Now, while the exact motive behind the shooting remains under investigation, it's believed he was a disgruntled former customer. Police stressed, oh my gosh, I cannot speak tonight. Police stressed that the fatal shooting didn't appear to be racially or politically motivated, but they apparently made a comment because Haroni and his family were members of Shabbat of San Diego, a Jewish organization. Another man and woman were wounded in the shooting. Muhammad has been charged with 1 count of murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. His brother, Anwar Abdul Karim, said that his family had been trying to convince him to seek treatment for disturbing behaviors in recent months. And he said, and I quote, he needed help. He had fear, he had paranoia, he was thinking everyone was after him. There's a gang, there's a cartel. He was seeing stuff that was not happening. But he bought a gun. And he killed. Right? Because murder doesn't solve things. Okay. Okay, so that tragedy in New York that left this woman dead, where her car pulled into someone's driveway to turn around, and then the homeowner came out and shot at them. He was sentenced to the maximum sentence allowed. Kevin Monahan was convicted January 23rd. With second-degree murder, reckless endangerment, tampering with evidence. Friday, Judge Adam Michelini told the 66-year-old gunman that I really think you could do the same thing again. It's obvious to me that you feel justified. You don't take any responsibility for the outcome of your actions. You just don't get it. The jury clearly felt the same. In January, taking just 2 hours to return the guilty verdict in the death of Kaylin Gillis. Gillis was the passenger in a vehicle that was driven by her boyfriend, Blake Walsh, April 15th, 2023. There were 2 other friends in the back seat, and they were traveling with other friends in another vehicle and a motorcycle. They were looking for a home where a party was being held, but they mistakenly turned into Monahan's driveway shortly before 10 p.m. Monahan took a 20-gauge shotgun, fired twice. The second shot struck Gillis in the neck. Walsh drove out of the driveway while his friends tried to call 911, but they had trouble connecting because of the poor reception in the area. By the time they got to safety and emergency workers arrived, it was too late. Monahan declined to speak at the sentencing hearing, and that prompted shouts from the gallery of coward. You were deceitful, you hid the truth, and you've never shown remorse, Gillis's father, Andrew Gillis, said. This is what sealed your fate. Our hope is that your actions will haunt you for the rest of your life. Monahan tried to convince the jury that the shot that hit Gillis was an accident, that he tripped and accidentally fired after intentionally firing a warning shot because he thought he was under siege by intruders. Walsh disagreed. We all know this was not an accident. I'll never be able to forgive you for your actions. I wouldn't even think about it. Words can't describe how happy I am for the justice system seeing this decision the way it is. But if it were my decision, you'd be under the jail. Michelini sentenced Monahan to 25 years to life on the murder and reckless endangerment charges and a consecutive 1.5 to 4 years for evidence tampering. Okay, so let's look at something else now. What happened over here? A grenade was left in an Uber in New York City. Wow. And the backseat of an Uber, the driver reported the explosive to police. Cops managed to establish a security perimeter around the car containing the grenade and closed off the vehicle. Wow, look at this scene over here. Police source said they believed the grenade was inert. Video released by the NYPD shows a mob of demonstrators surrounding a police vehicle before officers were able to push them back. Craziness, huh? All that rain. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else here. Well, let's take a look if there's anything in entertainment. Page. Here we go. Not too much here. Okay, let's see here. Nothing much over here. Alright, let me look at this. What are they? Alright, here we go. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. We talked about Macy's closing their stores, right? You know what we haven't done in quite some time? It could help us just unwind just a little bit before we get on out of here. We get on out of here. Let's play the real estate game. Let's see what's going on there. We haven't looked there in a long time. Let's see what kind of listings we might have there to look at. Let's see what this is. Let's try to find something pretty interesting. Oh, that's a beauty. She's a beauty. I want to find something really fun to look at. Let's see what this is like. What is this? Let me just see if this is something I want to go and look at. Oh, yeah, let's take a look. So let's go to Selkirk, New York. Now, if you're brand new and you've never played this game with us, I'm going to show you a listing. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. I'm going to show it to you, and then you're just going to guess the price. Don't go Googling. That's not allowed. That's cheating. So you're just going to give your best guess. And I'll be around putting it over here, and I'll tell you a little about it. I'm going to put it there. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this before we go in. Originally a summer house for a local wealthy family, this home is a historic Hudson Valley landmark. The estate offers privacy at the end of a long drive and is adjacent to over 100 acres of undeveloped land that is part of the Scenic Hudson Land Trust. Perched on top of a bluff with views of the Hudson River, this Pelt's estate, that was Van Pelt's, Lucy Van Pelt, right? Lucy Van Pelt. Offers an opportunity to sip tea on sleeping porches and watch the ships go by. Located in an area of historic Selkirk called Cedar Hill, this home is one of the few remaining of the forgotten mansions that once lined the river. The property is made up of over 20 acres. It has multiple original outbuildings. It was built in 1866 and built in Queen Anne style. It features 6 bedrooms, 3 with ensuite bathrooms. 4 spacious remodeled bathrooms and a half bath are located within the home. A large library offers floor-to-ceiling windows. Okay. So you can go ice skating. You've got these big red barns. Come on in. There's a fireplace. Nice large windows. I don't like that they have the doors open like that. It must be freezing in there. That's a very nice piece of furniture. cozy. Well, I think we looked at this one before. Oh well, we'll do it again. Reminds me of another one we saw where they had a whale on the counter over there. It's the exact same kitchen. It's the carriage. Okay, so come on. Okay, so now you can put in what you think that the listing price of that house is. It's in Albany County, New York. Margach, great timing. Why, what is Margach doing? Are you going to bed, Dina? Good night. You're not going to play with us? Okay. Thanks for coming in. Sweet dreams. Okay, so is anybody going to take a guess on this house? Anybody, anywhere? Jane Dowson, okay, says 3.5 million, Jane. Jane says 3.5 million. Come on. I know the others of you, I know other people looked at it. Come on. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Cato, come on. Jen Grill says 1 million. Oh shoot, I'm in top chat, not live chat. That's not good. I'm only seeing part of the chat. You know what, this should make that commercial. Who said top chat is a good idea? Said no person ever. Top chat is a good idea, said no person ever. Sharon, 785. Margot, 985. Anybody else? Well, the closest one is Jen Grill. The closest one is Jen Grill. Okay, let's see where else we should go. You want to go to Bar Harbor, Maine? Let's go to Bar Harbor, Maine. Okay, that's where we're going. Put on your seatbelts. Okay, let's see here. We're going to go over here. Let's see what you can get up here. Valhalla, Maine. Here we go, people. All right, let me tell you about this. Old Gilly Farm is located on a quiet lane known as Watch Hill. There is a forest grove of mixed locusts and conifers. The 4-bedroom year-round farmhouse was originally built in 1868, and it's actually 2 houses joined together. Many antique features remain and add to the charm, including wide pine floorboards, original beams and rafters. There are multiple living and dining rooms, an office, an enclosed side porch, and 2 full baths. A large attached barn provides additional storage, a workshop, or potential area for a studio. There's a small sleeping bungalow that adds a great space or reading room. Let's take a look. Lots of windows, lots of doors. Windows and doors. Kitchen's kind of compact and needs some updating. All the little steps. That looks like Little House on the Prairie. There's a little nook. What does that say? C Kayaking Basics. Little Oh, look how skinny that table is. Oh my goodness, how can you even eat across your they have to pull the leaves up. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh, there's the regular staircase. Oh, that's interesting. That's like right in the dormer. Yeah, wow, that must be hard to take a bath there. Look at, you'd hit your head on the ceiling. Go to the barns. I'll think about it in a minute. That must be the little sleeping bungalow. Okay, so how much do you think that is? That's in Bar Harbor, Maine. It's on 1.03 acres and it was built in 1865. How much do you think that is? How much do you think it is? You think I am too high? Wait, did you already guess on this? You said 750? Jen says, our honeymoon was a cruise to Bahamas. We boarded the cruise, and due to tropical hurricanes that took out the ports, our cruise had to bring us to Bar Harbor, Maine, 40-minute drive from our house. Really? 9:25. Do you live up in Maine, Jen Grill? Margot says 8:45K. Sharon says 777. What's Kevin doing? Because I hear him flapping his gums in the Zoom. You have a guess? Oh, you live in New Hampshire. Yeah. Okay, well, I know you're waiting with bated breath. 675. 675. Okay. Copies. All right, let's go to this house. I feel like we looked at this one, but we didn't. It just looks familiar. I don't know why. It's actually in Rhinebeck, New York, and that's where my daughter and I go to the Sheep and Wool Festival. Sheep and Wool Festival. Let's see. And that's a very nice town. The town of Rhinebeck is beautiful, and it's right along the train station. So a lot of people that commute to New York City and live up that way, and it's a very like yuppie-ish kind of town. Like it's like could have been a contender living here. It's just like a magical place to live. The town was great. Now this house doesn't look like much right here from the outside when I pull it over. So hold on. I was shocked to look at the inside of it. Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. Hang on a minute. This is the Ambrose House, a 60-acre property minutes from historic Rhinebeck and the upcoming Soho House. This updated farmhouse has been standing since 1837. It has continuously been upgraded and boasts a gourmet kitchen, modern appliances, wood-burning fireplaces, upgraded comforts like new radiant floor heating and central AC. It's set in an old-growth hardwood forest with 3 miles of trails, the Fallsburg Creek, protected wetlands, perennial gardens, exceptional landscaping. The estate offers tranquility and beauty and 370 feet of road frontage. There's potential for building or subdividing. Minutes from amenities and culture, this property is ideal as a full-time or weekend residence. Own a piece of history with the Ambrose House and join a legacy of care and appreciation. They really like throwing those throws around, don't they? Look at them, they're on everything. Just like that. You can tell this is Rhinebeck is a very artsy town and culture. Look, even the towels. I don't understand people that have towels that drape over into the sink. I don't get that. That is just absurd to me. There's the hot tub. Oh, there's the globe. There's the globe. Okay. And how much do you think that is? 60 acres, remember, please. Please remember it's on 60 acres. It's a very, very desirable area, I'll tell you that, okay? Where's our guessers? Margot says 1.8. Jane, where are you? Jane, get back in the game. Jane Grill, 4.2 million. Jane, get back in the game. 975K. Oh, let me guess, that's Sharon? Yeah. I knew. I did not. I knew it. Okay. Here you go. Let's see. So, Bargok was the closest. Margok was the closest. All right, we're going to go to Westchester. Another highly desirable area, okay? North Salem. Oh, shoot. I can't do it now. Now you saw the answer. All right, you saw the answer, so I'll just show it to you now. Look at that pool. It's 2,900,000. Look at all the built-ins, all the storage space. So that was $2,950,000. Anyway. Anyway, it's getting late, isn't it? Isn't it getting late? Don't we have to leave? Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a good time. See you tomorrow. Be good. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers, and see you later. Be good. Prayers for all that need them. Love you guys. Bye. Bye. Quiet now, Mark. Oh, I can hear you.